You think that new car proves you made it? Actually, it proves you're a slave to the bank for the next 7 years. Let's look at the numbers because what you're about to see will completely change how you think about car payments forever. The average car payment in America right now is $650 a month. That's not for a luxury vehicle, that's for a regular car. And the average loan term has stretched to 7 years. 7 years of your life, locked into a monthly payment that never goes away. Before you pay for food, before you save a dollar, before you do anything else, that 650 disappears from your account every single month. This is the invisible cage that keeps people broke. Not because they don't earn enough, but because they lock themselves into payments they can't escape. You look successful on the outside driving that nice vehicle. But behind closed doors, you're stressed about money constantly. One unexpected expense and suddenly you're using credit cards for groceries, shuffling bills, hoping nothing else breaks. Because the car payment isn't the only cost. There's insurance, gas, maintenance, registration, all the hidden expenses that nobody mentions at the dealership. And the dealership made it so easy, didn't they? Just focus on the monthly payment. Sign here, drive away today. They never showed you the total cost. They never explained what 7 years of compound interest actually means. Let me show you the math they hoped you'd never do. $650 a month for 84 months is $54,600. For a car that cost $35,000, you're paying nearly $20,000 in interest and depreciation. And when you finally make that last payment in 7 years, the car you bought for $35,000 is now worth maybe 12. You didn't buy an asset. You bought a $42,000 loss spread over 7 years. But here's what kills me. Here's what makes this truly devastating. That same $650 a month could have completely changed your life. If you invested $650 a month for 7 years at an average 8% return, you'd have $70,000. Not $70,000 in debt and a depreciated car. $70,000 in assets that keep growing. Same 7 years, same monthly amount. Completely different financial positions at the end. But nobody applauds when you buy a 10-year-old car in cash. Society doesn't celebrate the person driving a paid-off vehicle. They celebrate the person in the brand-new SUV, not knowing that person is one missed paycheck away from repossession. We've been programmed to think car payments are just part of life, a normal expense like rent or utilities. So people graduate, get their first real job, and immediately lock themselves into a payment that guarantees they'll stay broke. And the saddest part? Most people pay off the car and immediately trade it in for a new one with a new payment. They spend their entire lives making car payments, never experiencing what it feels like to keep that $650 every month. Let me tell you what that feels like because most people have never experienced it. It feels like a raise you give yourself. Suddenly your income goes further. Suddenly you have breathing room. Suddenly that emergency car repair doesn't send you into panic mode. Because when you're not bleeding $650 a month to a car payment, you can actually build an emergency fund. You can actually invest for retirement. You can actually make progress instead of running in place. This is why two people can make the same salary and have completely different financial lives. It's not about income, it's about what you're locked into. The person without car payments has options. They can take risks, negotiate harder, even quit a bad job if needed. The person with car payments is trapped. They need this job, need this paycheck, can't afford any disruption. Every monthly payment you commit to is another link in the chain, keeping you dependent on your current situation. I've seen people in their 50s who have made car payments their entire adult lives. They've never known freedom. 30 years of $650 monthly payments is $234,000. For transportation, that same amount invested over 30 years becomes over $1 million. One decision, repeated monthly, completely different life. So here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to hear. Buying a new car is choosing status over freedom. You're prioritizing what strangers think at red lights over your actual financial security. And deep down, you know this. That's why money stress keeps you up at night, even though you look successful. Because you know that car isn't making you wealthy. It's just making you look wealthy while keeping you broke. The hardest pill to swallow is that you did this to yourself. The dealership didn't force you. Society didn't force you. You chose the payment because you wanted the car right now. You chose feelings over math, and that's okay. Most people make this mistake. But the question is, are you going to keep making it? Because you have a choice right now. If you're currently in a car payment, you can decide this is the last one. Pay this one off, then save that monthly payment instead of immediately buying another new car. Save $650 a month for 2 years, that's $15,600 cash. That buys a reliable used car outright. No payment, no interest, no 7-year commitment. Will it be the newest, shiniest vehicle? No. But you'll own it, and your 650 stays in your pocket every month. Then you keep saving that 650, and suddenly you have real wealth building in the background. In 10 years, the payment person is still making payments. The cash person has 200,000 in investments. Same income, same 10 years, completely different financial realities. One choice compounded. And yes, eventually your paid-off car will need to be replaced. But by then, you've saved enough cash to do it without debt. You enter a new cycle, a cycle of ownership instead of a cycle of payments. This is how wealthy people buy cars. The millionaire next door drives a 3-year-old Toyota paid in cash. The person drowning in debt drives a brand new Mercedes. One understood that cars are tools for transportation. The other thought cars are symbols of success. Real success isn't the car you drive. It's the peace of mind you have when you're not chained to monthly payments. It's being able to sleep at night knowing one unexpected expense won't derail your entire financial life. It's having the freedom to make career moves because you're not trapped by obligations. It's being able to say yes to experiences, to opportunities, to life, because your money isn't already spoken for. And it's breaking the cycle for your kids so they don't grow up thinking debt is normal. Because right now you're teaching them that adults have car payments, that it's just what you do when you grow up. Imagine instead teaching them that you save up and pay cash, that you don't buy things you can't afford. That lesson alone could be worth millions to them over their lifetime. Financial wisdom passed down instead of financial stress. So here's what I need you to understand. You are not destined to make car payments forever. This is a choice you're making, and you can make a different choice starting today. If you're in a car payment right now, commit to making this your last one. Make it your mission to pay it off. Throw extra money at it when you can. Get rid of it faster. Taste freedom sooner. And when you make that final payment, don't go back to the dealership. Keep driving that car. Keep making the payment to yourself. Build your car fund. Build your emergency fund. Build your investment account. Let yourself feel what it's like to have that money working for you instead of against you. I promise you, once you experience life without a car payment, you'll never voluntarily go back. Because the status of a new car lasts about 3 weeks. The freedom of no payment lasts until you choose to give it up. The car payment trap is real. It keeps more people broke than almost any other single financial decision. But you don't have to stay trapped. You can be the person who breaks the cycle, who chooses differently. The car payment trap only works if you stay in it, and you have the key to unlock it anytime you choose. Choose wisely.